Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. I'm Nye. We are in Soltis. We're at the highest level, and I'm just admiring some of the stuff they have here for us. This is the highest level. You can see the sky above us. You can see this weird... whatever this is right here. And you can look and see whatever this is right here. It's kind of cool thing to look at. We're at the highest level of the tallest tower, at the highest peak. Whatever you want to call it. We're at the final boss. This is the end of the game here, folks. And we are doing this, we are doing this just normally, the way it's supposed to be done. I'm not augmenting my characters in any way. I have all the seeds still in my pocket. Show that to you, good, in case you care. Check it out. Seeds. I haven't used them. They're waiting for me. I cannot wait to use them, because they're going to be evil, and they're going to hurt things. We're going to do that next episode. This episode we're playing legit. So we're going to beat the game. I have done so in 62 episodes. I did so faster than my last playthrough, and this time, I did it 100%. 100%! Did everything. Except for the couple things I didn't do. We're ignoring those, because there's no point. They're just mindless busy work. It would have taken just more gameplay. 50 hours of gameplay, folks. 50 hours. 2 months. 2.5, really. We're level 68. We'll be level 69 by the time this ends, so we're ending at the perfect level. We revice the legend. Most powerful weapon in the game. Beat the super secret final boss. We're done. And now it is time to challenge Ramirez, who has control over Zelos. Kind of a problem. We made it here, but there's going to be bad things here. Ramirez is still here, wondering why we did it, why we killed him. We didn't do jack shit. Leave us alone. But Leza is the one that killed Galcian. We didn't touch him. He's not going to listen to us. We're going to ask him to come with us, but of course he's not going to listen. You know, of course that's not going to happen. No, he picks up his blade. You know something's bad is about to happen. Lord Galcian was the only man fit to rule this pathetic world, according to him. He's still bent over. He was the only man capable of saving these fools from their wretched existence. I could do that. And we did something to him. We murdered him. Ah, okay. Murdered. Self-defense, dude. We shall pay, but not just us. The whole world shall pay. The rains will wash away all of us. So he swears. It is what Lord Galcian would have wanted. Well, that's why we killed him. We have sealed the fate of this world by killing the only man who could have saved it, and now we shall die. Well, about that, bud. That's not how this is going to go down. It's not how this is going to happen. So, this is how this fight goes. We're going to do this the normal way. Oh, hey, look, now we have 18 stuff. So, I figured out why, Enrique was taking so much damage in that last battle. He had no equipment. He had his sword, but he had no armor and he had no accessory, because the game strips it whenever they leave your party to make sure that you still have access to it. So Enrique was taking all this damage because I didn't actually give him his equipment. So I fixed that before we did this, so now it should be a much better fight. Now keep in mind, Ramirez is no slouch. He's not going to be as hard as Vigoro was by any stretch of the imagination. But he's also not easy. He has a lot of very big attacks, and he likes to do things. Hopefully, he won't get a chance. So, Eternum. Oh, this is bad. Someone's getting killed. This is the 100%, 100% chance. Yeah. Bye, Aka. Aka goes down. That's not a good way to start, honestly. That's a really bad way to start. But we're still going to be fine. Color me unconcerned. That's all I have to say. I am not worried about this. I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm just going to Rissalem Crystal on Aka, and Justice Shield on Enrique. And that's going to be all we're going to need to do. We're going to get Aka up, and when Aka gets back up, that's going to be it. That's really... Aka's going to be up. He could Eternum again, and I'd lose another person. But the thing is, I can always beat him to it. And when Aka gets Delta Shield up, that's it. That's all it's going to be. We did 9,000 damage to him. That was a third of his health, give or take. Silver Tundra is another one of his skills. We're probably going to end up seeing all of them. He's going to ice up this blade with the power of the Silver Moon, apparently. And now he's going to go do things. It's an interesting attack. Looks like he's specifically going after Fina here. Don't know what the hell he's supposed to be doing to her. Ooh! He's impaling her on a block of ice. And dealing all of 1,400 damage. You can kind of see why I'm concerned. He's going to be gone in 2 turns. Oh, the game? Okay, look. Kind of worried me. It felt like the game was hanging there for a second. We're going to Delta Shield. I'm not going to bother Shield of Justice this turn. Don't have enough SP for it, and I really want to keep on Pirate's Wrathing here. So I'm not going to bother. No, I'm not going to bother. We'll take another 8,000 damage. He's going down next turn. Lunar Blessing. I'm not sure what this one does. I'm not sure what this does for him. Because he has slightly different effects than we have. This may be just his regen effect. If it is, he just wasted his turn. This may also give him all of his, like, all-stat boost. Kind of like we saw with Lord Zivlin Bane. Yep, waste of a turn. Okay, he's gone next turn. Please recall, this is without using the seeds. I feel like I need to say that. I'm not using the seeds this one. We didn't use them. There was no point. We didn't need to use them. We are almost at damage cap already. Now, I may be slightly over-leveled. It's something I'm a little bit concerned about. But, I don't think we are, because the bosses are supposed to scale with you. Now, keep in mind, our damage numbers might be higher than they typically would be, which is probably, you know... That said, highest damage in the game is 9999. So we beat him. He barely did anything. He got 1 attack off for 1,400 damage, and he did an instant kill on Aka. But that was about it. Not much. Not much at all. Definitely feels super powerful. I'll tell you that much. So Ramirez, we have beaten him. But, you know... Fina begs him to stop fighting. Ramirez says it's too late, there's no going back, and now he's going to do something really stupid. He's going to kill everyone and everything in this world, and he will not be defeated. He's going to do something really stupid. Okay, Ramirez, you know you're going to do it. Have we forgotten? Zelos' power does not stop with the moons. Zelos is almighty. So he's going to do something with Zelos. And only Sylvites can control it. To control Zelos, he shall forfeit his life. Venus tries to stop him, but, you know, that's not going to work. The Ramirez she knew is already dead. How can you... sacrifice life for you? He's awakening Zelos, which has never been done before, basically, as far as I can tell. But, how can you say the one you knew was dead? You're still there. I mean... Did he have a psychotic snap? What was it called? A psychotic break or something? So Aka screams. Vice comments that this thing's changing. It's rapidly growing. It is time for us to leave. We have to retreat. If we stay here, we'll all be crushed by the rapidly expanding Zelos. Because Zelos is doing things. Things and stuff. We're able to jump out just in time. But, Zelos is... things. There it is. That is Zelos. The true form of the Gigas. And life is about to get very interesting for us. So how are we supposed to beat that? It's super powerful. Zelos is not finished taking shape. Once it does, it will be invincible. But if we attack it while it is still forming... That sounds like an idea. So it's not yet true Death Star. This is our only chance. Otherwise, bad things happen. Everybody battle stations, we gotta defeat Zelos now. And now comes Form 2 of the final boss of the game. Form 2 is an airship battle. Us against Zelos. New music we've never heard before. And this thing is rather frightening. It's a little bit different for that appeared in the cutscene, but we gotta finish it with Zelos. So we're gonna close in on the enemy, and we're gonna fly straight towards the target. I can't remember what the proper choices are here. But, okay. So we want Vice to pop a Apowax. And we want to... What can I do? Let's drop a Moon Cannon. We're gonna Moon Torpedo... No. So what we're gonna do. We're gonna Moon Cannon that turn. We're gonna Moon Torpedo that turn. And we're gonna Moon Gun these 2 turns. Give us the maximum amount of damage. Now Zelos Zelos does damage. It's quite a lot of damage, actually. So we've got to be careful about how we approach this. But we also want to do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible, because it will help us later on. So we want to take the chance now to do a lot of damage with everything we have. So up goes the torpedoes. We do have a chance turn, a command turn coming in. Zelos has silenced us, which would worry me more if I didn't have complete kits on hand. So we're not going to have to worry about it. And Zelos has spells it can cast. It does a lot of things. Has a variety of abilities. We're going to launch the Moon Gun. Luckily, this thing is so big, it would be really hard to miss. It also has a lot of health. So what do we get? So that was about 50,000 damage in one attack right there. That was definitely worth whatever damage we're going to take on the way out. Moon Ray is the ability it's going to use. This looks pretty powerful. It's using all the powers of all the Moonstones. And it blasts the hell out of us. That's the big daddy to our Moonstone Cannon. That's what our Moonstone Cannon wishes it was. So that was a lot of damage. So Zelos is going to start to do stuff. So it looks like Zelos is slowing down. We're damaging it. This is actually bad. Now's our chance. We can open fire now. We want to attack from the front. That will give us a chance to Moonstone Cannon. It's not going to give us a chance to do much else, though, so we're going to go ahead and focus up for the next attack. Just keep in mind, Zelos slowing down is not a good thing. This is a sign that Zelos is about to do something really, really bad. So we want to make sure to do as much damage as we can, as fast as we can. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen. But we fired a Moonstone Cannon directly through Zelos. We dealt another 35,000 damage, 34,000 damage, which will hopefully be enough, because there's not much else we can do right now. Notice that Zelos follows us, which is it was always an effect I really, really liked. That you have this big thing staring at you. You know, that has got to be unnerving. Because you know that all Zelos wants is to kill you. And it's just staring at you while it's charging up for its next attack. God, that is... God, that'd be terrifying. It's like the big eye in the window, you know? That's exactly what we're talking about. It's a big eye that'd be looking in through your window. And you know what this thing can do. It can call down the rains of destruction among things. You know, it can do lots of stuff. Okay, so that should be turn 3. There we go. And this, we might go around for one more pass, yeah. So we're going to have to get ready to assault it again. And keep in mind, this would be a lot harder if I did not get the Moon Gun. So I got that. I got all the Moon weapons, and those are the best weapons for the ship in the game. We've got everything. So we did enough damage that Zelos is about to split and go into its next form, I believe. Yep. So now Zelos is frightening. It's grown a little bit. This is what happens when it slows down. This is why it's not a good thing. Zelos has changed shape. Creatures of the Silver Civilization have no set shape and can morph at will, just like Cupel. Perhaps when they made Zelos, they gave it similar characteristics. What should we do? Well, that's a good question. Play it safe and keep our distance, or continue attacking is my preference. We must continue attacking. So you'll notice that things are not exactly good. Those red turns, we're going to call those bad turns. That's when bad things are going to happen to us. But we have got to keep attacking. We cannot relent, because if we do, Zelos is going to hurt our face a lot. So instead of allowing it the chance, we're going to keep on attacking, because we want to deal as much damage as we possibly can as fast as we can. Here comes the Great Moon Race. The previous one, that was the mini version. Here's the actual, full damage version of the Moon Ray. I said the last one was the Big Daddy, this is the Granddaddy. Luckily, our ship's pretty powerful. But still, 6,000 damage. If it did that every single turn. So we're doing a fair amount of damage here. It's another 1,200 damage. That was just for the moon gun. That was just the moon gun by itself. Luckily, it's deciding not to use its really powerful attacks right now. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not, you know, doing everything it can to kill me. But, there's another 30,000 damage. We got it about half dead. It's not there yet. Here comes the Great Moon Ray again. Could be another 6,000 damage right here. Like, this is not going to be any small amount of stuff. Could be even more, actually. Depends on exactly how lucky we are. Remember, if I didn't have that Apo wax up, we'd be taking a lot more damage. 7,000 damage. So we're at half health, too. It's doing a lot to us. Luckily, we can heal. Moonstone Gun, the Crystal Cannon. That's going to be another 26,000 damage. We're doing really well right now, actually. Better than you might think. It's going to use Web Lum. Do another 1,200. I'm going to definitely want to heal next turn. But we can do that. So, just like the great giant squid of before, pieces of it is falling off. We just have to do a little bit more damage and we're going to have it. We need to finish this thing for good. This is our chance. Raid the Moonstone Cannon. We're going to put an end to this. Oh, and we will. We're going to. Because now, every single turn, we can fire the Moonstone Cannon. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use Marco right here. Use our crystal. Let's use our moon gun. Why not? No. We're gonna do this. But every single turn we can use the Moonstone Cannon if we do this right, which is amazing. That's fantastic. Really. Oh god! Look at that. Why would you go so close? It could just grab you, and they would be all over. The good thing is we have the spherical idol. Remember, if you ever looked at the idols, if you ever looked at the descriptions of them, the idols all are in the shape of some of the Gigas. The spherical idol one we have now is meant to be Zelos. I'm not sure if this is going to be an undefended. Oh, it was. Look at that, 40,000 damage right there. We could beat him this turn. Is a distinct possibility that we will beat Zelos in this round. Here comes Moon Lament. It's somehow got its arm back. Even more powerful attack. It's not playing nicely here. Even more damage to us. Don't know how much damage it's going to be. It's probably going to be a lot, though. What are we looking at? 8,000. It's got us below half health. I'm getting kind of concerned here. Because we have to survive at least three more rounds before we're out of this. Hopefully the Moon Torpedo and the Moon Gun can do this by themselves, because we're going to be in kind of a bad way soon. We're going to see. We might be able to do it right here. Come on. Come on. Plenty. There it goes. There goes Zelos. We just beat the ever-loving crap out of this thing. All of its arms should go in this one animation. Look at this. This is stupid. The game was not meant to be beaten in this fashion. All of its arms just go. And Zelos itself starts to break. We didn't let it get to final form, thankfully. We would have been able to Moonstone Cannon every turn, I think, if we wanted to, though. So there's that. And now, we have gone to level 69, as I said. We get our Captain Stripe. We will never get to use that. It'll just sit there in our inventory until the end of the game. We're never going to get a chance to use it. That was the final ship-to-ship battle. And Zelos is doing things. It's stripping onion layers and stuff. Don't know what it's doing. But I think what it's trying to do is trying to get rid of excess. Get rid of all the stuff it doesn't need to complete its mission. Because all it really needs is to beat us, right? Like, we're the one and only defense. Zelos, it's finally over? Kind of. No, because it just dented my ship. No, it just got rid of what it didn't need. And now it's going into its final form. And it's making noise. And there's Ramirez, controlled by Zelos. It's not over yet. And he is pissed. Now we shall feel the wrath of Zelos, we shall suffer for all eternity, and Zelos will feast on our souls. Reminds me a lot of a certain boss from Final Fantasy X. So now, it is the true final boss. This is the final boss. It does not get much more final than this. This is him. And the problem is, this guy is terrifying. Because I know what it can do. The problem with this boss, the bit that's going to scare the crap out of me, is that this boss can take over allies and use them for an entire turn. Think of what that would mean if it takes over Vice, which it'll do right now. This is it. It does it every turn. Nope. It got Enrique. So Enrique is going to fight on behalf of Zelos for this turn. Yeah, he's using super moves. Think about it. What if he gets Vice? If he gets Vice, I'm boned. Like, that's gonna be... God, thankfully, it was only Enrique. If he gets Vice and Vice uses Pirate's Wrath, someone's dying. Someone will go flat down. This could be, like, this is frightening. Like, it could be all for nothing. It could be. I could lose right now. Yes, I could restart, but what... I mean, what would the point of that be? Like, I beat Vigoro, but can't beat this thing? No. We're not going down like that. That's not how this is going to happen. We're going to beat this thing. It's going to happen. You, Glyph of Speed. You, Glyph of Might on Enrique. Enrique, Justice Shield. Okay, Enrique gets Justice Shield off, so that's off. So we know we're taking half damage from whatever happens.
Let's try this.
Glyph of Speed is good, so we know we're going to be going first pretty much every single turn, which is also really important. We need to know that. Very, very important.
Let's try
Okay,
this.
Glyph of Might off on Enrique, so Enrique, no matter what, is going to be taking less damage. So that's very important. So we're doing really well so far. And we're going to get off of Pirate's Wrath. Let's see exactly how much damage this does. So that's about a fifth of his health, so it's going to take a couple turns for us to get this done. Drillnose is unfortunately going to wipe away all of our... well, whatever it lands on, we're going to lose the Glyph of Might. Landed on everyone but Vice. That's actually really good, because it did not land on Vice. Vice is the one guy that needs to not have this problem. Everybody else can be lowered and, can be lowered. It lowers their defenses, which means that if Zelos decides to, go up and attack, it's going to be a problem. But Vice is still able to get full power off on Pirate's Wrath. Well, we might actually kill him in one more turn. Destruction, I have no idea what this does anymore. But you can see... God, I love this music! This is such an amazing final fight music. This is how music should go. It feels like a final fight. Destruction should wipe all of our buffs, I think. Is this the right one? Yep, there go the buffs. Crap. It's fine. I'm gonna kill him next. I'm gonna kill him this turn. He's going away. It's happening. Yep. So he didn't use the nightmare strings. He didn't do it. So it doesn't matter. It's done. As long as Vice goes, and he's going to. Here goes Vice. Vice attacks. Oh God, he's still alive? He's still alive? Oh God. Okay, that's fine. Here comes the Drillnose. It's cool. It's not gonna land. You're gone, bucko. You know what? We're doing it right. We are doing it right. And you know what? I've never used one. We'll use one now. Aura of Valor. We're going to do it right. You know what I'm going to do. We're going to take down Zelos. We're going to take him down with the most powerful attack we have. With the item that fully fills up our SP bar, an item I have never used. We still have 2 of them. There's only 3 in the game. We have 2 left. But what better time to use it, right? What are you doing? What is this? What is this nonsense? What are you doing? Don't do this. Oh, come on. What are you doing to her?
Die.
This better not be an instant kill move. Okay, that was frightening. Oof. What the hell is this? Okay, that's fine. Okay. And it's time. Prophecy. Not really much to say here. This is it. This is the final attack of the game. This is going to beat the final boss for us. It doesn't matter. The final boss is not getting another attack. We're going to drop a moon on him. He can take massive amounts of damage. Less damage than a Pirate's Wrath, actually. And down he goes. We don't even get experience. We don't even get items. Doesn't matter. We don't need them. We're done. That's it. Apparently this cannot be happening, says Ramirez. We're all watching agog. And here it goes. Kaboom. And they just evaporate. Leaving behind nothing more than the silver moon crystal. It's finally over. It's done. We've done it. Ramirez lived in the skies and died in the skies. Sailors, one of us dies, it's customary to return the body to the sky. And Vice wants to do the same for Ramirez. Fina nods in agreement. And Vice gives Ramirez his last rites. May you rest in peace. He has a hell of an arm. One hell of an arm. Soltis is mostly destroyed, honestly. We just kind of sail over it, watching. And because Zelos is no longer maintaining it and holding it up, Soltis will gradually fall back into deep sky. Probably forever at this point. There's nothing to keep it up anymore. There's no reason for it to ever come back. Down goes the continent. Sky Rifts will probably return because Soltis will no longer be there. But, who knows? The sinkhole's still there if anybody wants to go visit it. I mean, we have the ship that can do it. I don't know why we'd ever want to. We've been through Soltis. There's nothing interesting in there for us. Well, except for all the technology of advanced civilization that could make life good for everybody else. Fina says her goodbyes to Ramirez, and probably to the rest of the elders too, and everyone she's ever known in her life except for us. But, what's next? We've already sailed around the world. There's no use for the moon crystals. Since when did we need a reason to sail? We're still young, and who knows what kind of trouble we can still get into with the most powerful ship in the world. So where do we go from here? Fina has something to ask of us. She'd be honored if we would let her to continue sail with her. Well, like we let you stop. We wouldn't have it any other way. You wouldn't be allowed to not continue with us. Of course she could sail with us. The love triangle would not be complete without Fina. It's all so touching for Gilder. But everybody should come with. Everybody. Doesn't sound like a bad idea to Gilder, but he should probably return to his ship, because his men would be going crazy without him. He'll return to the Arcadia and continue his search for the good life, and probably escape from Clara again. Drachma decided that he wants to be a fisherman again. He wants to live the rest of his life in peace, out of respect for Jack, and for Rachna. And how about Enrique, because his entire kingdom is gone. Let's turn to Valua, even though everybody's dead. Someone needs to organize survivors and start rebuilding. Good luck to everybody. No, we're going to be there to help, you know. We're not just going to be missing. So what about Daigo and the rest of the fleet? Aren't they our friends? Well, they should be. Why should the characters have been spending their entire time with us get all the attention? That's a good question. We just saved the world. Can't we just enjoy the moment? And Dad would be honored if we called him Dad from now on, instead of Captain. Gordo wants to know when we can get something to eat. And Baltor says the big guy has a point. This is a call for a party. Which is a good point, and, we never thought we'd agree with them. So back to Crescent Isle for the biggest feast in history. Yep. And everybody gets to sail off. This is the good ending. Not if there's any other one, but you don't get a better ending than that. Good guys win. And we get to fly off into the sunset, which is kind of the Skies of Arcadia version of the cowboy ending. Which I think is very appropriate. Well, kind of. Because that's not quite the end. There's just a little bit more. Sometime a while ago, Fina said something about what life would be like when they finished their quest. Well, I think it might be time to finally look at it. So Enrique finally marries Moegi. Both of them are blushing. Daiko is the master of ceremonies, apparently. Moegi still hasn't opened her eyes at any point. Big celebration. So we got that. We get to see, apparently, Nasrad eventually rebuilt. Looks like they're doing just fine over there. Balloons everywhere. So that's always good. What else do we got? Apparently things are going rather well in the lands of Ixataka. Probably with Sentime's help, too. And Yafutoma looks like it's doing as good as ever. People are actually visiting, apparently. The twins are doing stupid things, so that's always real good, right? What else do we got? We got rebuilding going on in Valua. Apparently not everyone died. And the prince is organizing, as he well should be. With Moegi at his side. And back on our ship, as I said, Fina has dressed the part of a pirate. With Cupel and an eye patch. And for some reason, instead of flying the Delphinus, we are flying the Albatross too. I'm not quite sure why. And hey, look, there's our flag on the sails. We are real air pirates now. And look, there's our flag on the back of the ship too. That's right, guys. It's over. We did it. We have 100% completed Skies of Arcadia. We have done everything. Everything. We found every discovery. We got every crew member. We got some information about the head of the Rogues dying, retired as captain of the Blue Rogues, but his old crew refused to call him anything other than captain. Baltor, although Vice has defeated him over and over, he has still not given up on someday defeating him. Sentime's 3 children all left home to fulfill their own destinies, and he has since then adopted 4 more. Gordo's Bistro has become world famous for its gourmet cuisine, and Gordo has never fired a cannon since. Clara has set off once again in pursuit of the one she loves, and perhaps one day she will find true happiness. I kinda doubt it. Even though he has succeeded his father and become king of Yafutoma, he still travels the sky in search of adventure. I wouldn't have it any other way. After Daiko became king, Zhao and Mao were appointed admirals of the Yafutoman Navy. Lawrence has appeared after the battle was over. It is rumored that he has been seen in Valua and is searching for his next job. Sounds about right for Lawrence. Being chosen as the admiral for the new Esperanza Navy, he established a safe route through the Dark Rift. Good on you, Don. Good man. Brabham became the head of Valua's new shipbuilding facilities at Enrique's request, and he has never been happier. Hans now works side by side with Brabham and Valua. He would later establish a scholarship for needy students. Yeah, there is a history after the game ends. Bell returned to the Primrose, confident with the knowledge that cannonballs come out of cannons really fast. Kazim has fallen in love with sailing, and he and his men decided to become air pirates as well. because there's any non-air pirates in this world at this point. Tika Tika received a hero's welcome upon his return, has since taken a beautiful wife, and lives his days as a hunter. Domingo tried opening his own trade business, but it failed, so he has since returned to treasure hunting. Osmond opened a shop in a newly rebuilt Nasrad and has since regained all of her wealth through trading with Yafutoma. Apparently that is a she. Khalifa has given up fortune-telling and searched for a more exciting line of work. She grew tired of knowing everything. Ismail traveled to Valua to help with the rebuilding. He insisted that they would never finish without his help. And you know what? I happen to agree with him. Kirala is currently building a harbor on the expanding Crescent Isle, where she has taken permanent residence. Polly returned to Sailor's Island to run the tavern alongside her daughter, Anne. And Ural is currently living in Valua, supporting her beloved husband, Hans, who she met during her travels. It had to happen, you know. Ryokan returned to his island to fire up his forge once more. His quest for the ultimate blade will perhaps never end. Nope, I have it. Skyfang, got it. Ilkemis decided to return to Valua, where he opened up a pharmacy to provide medicines for all the people of Valua. Not for free. No, you pay for them. Marco returned home to Valua to help with the reconstruction. Later, he would become the first admiral of the new armada. Which sounds about right. Robinson finally returned home for good. Now he has 10 children with Polly and is happily living with them. That's a few too many, but, you know. Pow, even after the battle was won, he never returned home to Pirate Isle. He continues to sail at his master's side. That's Vice, if you didn't know. Merida began dancing in Nasser and soon became an international star, and now spends her days traveling the world. Muegi is working hard to rebuild an entire nation with her husband Enrique, and she has become known as the Caring Empress. Pinta continues his search for rare treasures from all over the world, and he plans to someday visit the moons. Drachma, soon after the battle, he died a happy fisherman. Even now, the story of Drachma and Rachnam is told in ports everywhere. Enrique is building the new Valuan Empire together with his wife Moegi, and they rule with compassion. Sailing where his whims take him, Gilder and his crew of the Claudia continue on their search for the good life. Once again, everybody, a young boy had a dream, a young girl had a passion, a mysterious stranger had a mission, and the world will forever know their story. And we have finished Skies of Arcadia. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. It was fun. I love doing it. We did everything there was to do in this game. And it's done. As long as there are dreamers who have the courage to pursue their dreams, the world will have heroes. And as long as there is a thirst to discover the unknown, there will be new stories to tell. And new adventures to be had. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me. The end.